This is an NBC 10 News podcast.
Elaine Pelino is a Republican, wants to be the governor, wants to kick out McKee. Got to get past another candidate before that in the primary. Welcome in, Elaine.
Well, thank you so much, Gene.
Now, you and I are meeting for the first time.
We are.
Are you running a traditional campaign, news events, press releases, hey, come and cover me, or is it largely social media, Facebook driven?
Okay, I am running a grassroots campaign.
Okay.
So yes, it is social media driven, but I'm also going to events all over the state of Rhode Island, and I, go in person and talk to people. And we're actually doing very good as far as when they do polls. That we're pretty much ahead with the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron Gukian is going to be your primary opponent on the Republican side, and you say you have numbers showing that you're ahead of him.
Well, they did several polls on. They said, oh, it's only a Facebook poll, but different people from different town committees and also other individuals ran polls, and I won every single one. Okay,
I had the party chairman on, and he said, I said, Elaine Pelino, I've seen her name. He said, oh, well, she's running basically a Facebook campaign. I don't think he meant to deride you in any way. You took exception to that a little bit.
Oh, no.
All right, you shot back with some comments. So go ahead, make it clear.
Oh, yeah, okay. I just call it as I see it.
Yep.
Basically, since I started, Joe Powers used to be the chairman, and when I started, I went to see him well over a year ago and sat with him and then a couple of the chair of the chairs, and they said, we like you, blah, 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 but you're a little bit too MAGA for us. You have to kind of distance yourself from Trump. I said, well, that's who I am. That's how I run. So anyway, to make a long story short, Joe said, I'm going to get someone to primary you. I said, fine, and he did.
Okay.
And it's funny because when I first met Aaron Gukian, I met him through a friend, and she introduced us to each other because she said he wanted to run for governor or lieutenant governor. So he said, Elaine, I would love to run as your lieutenant governor. And I said, well, you know what? Why don't you run for governor? I'll be your lieutenant governor.
Okay.
And he said, no, you run for governor. I'll run for lieutenant governor. We talked for about another hour, and then he actually offered me a job at the ADA. He said, I'd love for you to work with me. I really, enjoyed talking to you, and you're a smart lady.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I can't right now because of the campaign. And next thing I know, Joe Powers comes up to me and said, I got Aaron Gukian to run against you. I said, okay. It's a free country.
Well, this is interesting. Little back.
Oh, you don't know.
Back channel stuff. So Powers is not there anymore.
I don't know what happened, but he's not there anymore.
And the chairman I'm referring to, he's the one who said, well, it's mostly a Facebook campaign. You get along with him okay?
It's not that, he's a wonderful guy. I'm not mad at him at all. Basically, what I say is I noticed, I don't know, maybe they're not supposed to have favorites. I mean, even a mother has a favorite child, right?
Yeah.
So, when he talked that day, it was basically about, showed Aaron, all the video on Aaron talking, and then he said, well, she's some lady from Smithfield running a Facebook campaign, and then she's a Facebook star.
Okay.
And then I'm very good friends with Ashley, and he said—
Ashley Kalis?
Kalis. And he said, Ashley Kalis, is she going to— you asked if she was going to run, and he said, oh, right now she's happy being a social influencer. So I kind of didn't like how he kind of dished the women and built up Aaron. But other than that, I like him.
Okay, so the little history here. So you're saying you spoke to the previous party chair about a year ago, and he said, all right, but you're too MAGA. I don't know if that's going to work out. And then you had a conversation with Aaron Gukian, and Aaron said, you run for governor, I'll run for lieutenant governor. And then somewhere along the line, that fell apart. Gukian is now going to primary you.
Right.
So let me wrap this up. What is this, like shenanigans? What would you say it is?
All it is politics. See, I'm new to politics. I've been in business for years. I worked for Cantor Fitzgerald and Howard Lutnick, and I actually worked personally for B. Gerald Cantor before he died. And so I know how big business is, but I didn't realize how crazy politics are. It's not that they're all great people, but everybody wants to win. So, and the money goes to the one they push. So that's why I'm having a little harder time with money. But I do have the people. I actually have plenty of followers, and we do really well.
Okay.
And I'm going to get 1,000 signatures in the next, from the 1st to the 10th.
It's not easy to do.
No, but I have a whole team of people all over.
You mentioned Ashley Kalis. Ashley Kalis spent $5 million of her own money.
Right.
She was serious.
She's a great lady and brilliant.
Do you have $5 million to spend? Can you raise $5 million? Can you run commercials like Ashley did?
No, I can't. But what I can do is I can do a lot of TikTok commercials, which we're going to start doing.
Yeah.
And I am starting to build up my war chest, basically. I'm going to start having some private donations, private meetings and donors. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
It's just getting out there. I haven't been on the news at all. You know, this is it. This is my...
Well, we're happy to have you. Again, it's been floating out there. Do you have? Listen, let's be honest here. The campaign has to call us and demand to come on.
Okay.
You know, Aaron Gukian called my radio show this morning.
Oh,
Wanted to come on.
He
didn't get on because I was pressed with the governor.
Right.
But he does that. He's very aggressive. So I guess the advice is, you have to follow that too. You have to knock on the. Hey, come and cover my event.
You know, you're absolutely right. Yeah. And I have some new managers now, so they're a lot more aggressive. Right. So that will help, because I was doing it myself. I mean, I run businesses before. I was an entrepreneur, so I basically was hands-on on everything. And maybe I was slacking in that area because I get up in the morning at 5:30. I'm on Facebook or Instagram, X, and I'm talking to people. I get emails, I get letters, I get private messages, phone calls from people all over Rhode Island.
Right.
I mean, the most hurting people you ever could imagine. And this is my base, basically, is the real people, the people that either work or they're trying to work, the people that have issues, that like seniors, veterans, people with problems where they can't even get out of the house.
Ashley Kalis had $5 million to spend, and she lost. And the governor beat her handily. That's with money. If you're telling me, I said, well, I understand Facebook, social media, you're a newcomer. I get all of that, a shaky start, it's your first time out. But should this campaign be taken seriously without money or without the mechanics for a real campaign?
Let me tell you how good we're doing. I have people, so you figure I have 13,000 followers on Facebook, and then 5,000 friends that are not counted as followers. And I have them, and they have 2 friends, they have 2 friends. I have one person that I just met recently. He has 22 relatives. My 22 relatives are going to vote for you. So that's how I'm getting. I go to volunteer fire stations. I go to car shows. I go to motorcycle shows. Yeah. I mean, I have the 2A community behind me because I
Second Amendment.
Yeah, I'm a Second Amendment girl. I've been shooting since I was 20. I even hunted on the King Ranch in Texas.
Okay.
So I'm very pro-gun. Plus, if we lose our Second Amendment, the first is following.
Okay. You don't mind that title MAGA. You're MAGA?
I love Donald Trump, and the reason I love Donald Trump, he's a businessman, and he took over Washington, he cleaned it up as much as he could, and he has good policy, good business policy that are taking us out of the red and putting this country back in the black. And he plays chess when everybody else is playing checkers. I agree with everything he says? No, I wouldn't agree with anybody 100%.
Well,
but
just by saying you're MAGA, you have defined yourself now against your opponent and against a Democrat. Should you prevail?
Right, but again, I'm going against socialism. Here's what I told everybody last night, and you'll find out I did not win, which I didn't expect to win, the
endorsement.
The endorsement.
Right.
But I came close, let me tell you. But basically, we're about to go to socialism. I mean, our speaker is a progressive socialist. Morales, if he wins Providence, he's a mini Mondani. So you're going to have somebody extremely on the right, but I'm very fair. I'm not right to the point that I judge people, and I don't know.
We have about a minute left, and again, just by saying, listen, I'm MAGA, I'm proud, I like Donald Trump, you have now defined yourself, and you're not going to run away from that. But there's a Republican running for Congress, Vic Meller, basically says the same thing, you too. Let me just give a quick lightning rod, just a couple of quick millionaire's tax, you're not for that?
Oh, totally. Why are we going to kill the golden goose?
Okay. A limit on charter schools, I assume you're not for that.
Oh, my God. I am pro-charter school. I am for free choice for schools.
Right.
Parents need to have more control, not teachers, not district managers or whatever, supervisors, whatever. No,
right.
I'm totally against that.
A limit on self-checkouts in supermarkets. McKee just signed that yesterday.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a frivolous bill when you think about it, because a lot of people are in a hurry like me when I go to the store, and I don't buy a ton of things. So I go and self-checkout works. But if you're an older person and you're not familiar with that, I mean, even when I use it, it could be a pain in the,
Okay, I've gotten used to them, and I confronted the governor on it. It was a challenge to him. I said, well, you used to run an oil business. Would you like somebody coming and telling you have to do you paper receipts rather than digital ones.
Perfect.
It's kind of government meddling. All right. Elaine Pelino, you're a Republican running for governor.
Yes.
Now, final question, and again, just about 30 seconds. Why start at the top? Why not say, listen, I'm going to run for
Because
state
I'm
rep, I'm
older
going to
and
run
I
for
don't-
city council?
I'm older and I don't have time. Plus, I have years.
I like that answer. That's a refreshing answer.
I mean, come on, people say it was started and that's a lot
Yeah.
of it. It's crabs in a bucket. A lot of people have even come
Yeah.
behind me. I'm going to ruin you because you're trying to do this. And I said, well, wait a minute. At my age, I want to, and with my business experience, my entertainment experience, and I'm for the people. I love my party, but I'm here for the people. I want to see Rhode Island become a prosperous, healthy, safe place for kids, parents, for businessmen
Yeah.
like yourself, where you can make as much money as you want. And
It's called the news business. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's all
right.
good.
Okay. Elaine, thanks for coming in.
Thank
Good
you.
luck in your campaign. I guess we'll see you in a debate.
Hey,
If it comes to that. You and
Well,
Aaron,
there'll be one soon.
You and Aaron Gutierrez. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Good
Gene.
luck.